This is Pulse Beetle doing a review of Earthlock. Thank you for your time and I hope you like what you hear. Earthlock is a fantasy RPG game that follows the adventures of a group of heroes who must save the world of Umbra from an ancient evil. The game is inspired by the classic 3D RPGs of the late 90s with a fresh take on the turn-based combat and character progression. The game features a rich, colourful world, a divisive cast of characters and a captivating story. Well, that's what it says on here anyway. I'll say most of that's true. Let's go on to the next bit. The story begins when Amon, a desert scavenger, finds a mysterious artifact. That's the story of Raya from Star Wars, isn't it? What? Shouldn't get sidetracked. Finds a mysterious artifact that belongs to an ancient cult. He is captured by the cult and taken to their base where he meets Eve, a fighter pilot from the Spire, the last bastion of civilization. Together they escape and join forces with other heroes such as Ola, a warrior princess from the, I'm going to say Zebra tribe, Grant, a timid hog bunny healer who is weird, and Pat, a mechanical owl who discovers that the artifact is part of the Earthlock, a device that can restore balance to the world and stop the cult from unleashing a dark power. Okay, people, if you've played these type of games, you know the type of tropes they're going for. It's very by the number kind of story. Nothing great. Now, is the game good? Yes. How much is the game? Well, it's free right now in the Epic Store. So if you don't want to pay for it, you can get it for free, which I think is a great price for any game. And Epic, you should be paying me for saying that. Anyway, this reminds me, if you've ever played like Final Fantasy, those kind of turn-based games, it's the same kind of thing. However, this does have a 2-fight mechanic. Your characters can either go range or hand-to-hand combat. That's every character in the game can do that. Every character can go ranged or hand-to-hand combat. Now, in the game, you have a bond system, so you can put two characters together to bond them. The stronger their bond is, the better they become with each other. Also, they can have a special bit. It's kind of like a limit break. The magic in this game is very interesting in you can actually upgrade it. You can twist it to what you want kind of thing. There's also a secondary kind of magic thing on the weapons. So some of them can have fire. This includes the ranged ones. They can do ranged weapons, fire at them. If you pick up the right ammunition, you can also craft some of it in that. So the game itself is good. The game is very colourful. I really like the music, the sound effects. However, when you leave the first city, there's a chance you can run into a mob of enemies. Because when they appear out of the desert, they kind of phase in for a few seconds. So if there's two of them in a group, you can fight two of them. You're going to have a good fight. If multiple groups emerge at the same time on top of each other, you're fighting all of them. It's not one of the ones where you just go towards them. They come towards you and they will chase you down. And it's really annoying if you're picking something up and that appears. My first turn out in the desert, I was ambushed by 8 creatures in the first fight. One of the other ones I was ambushed by 6. And another one I was ambushed by 5. So when you're first starting out, you can die really easy to that kind of thing. I don't know why I haven't took that out. This is when you first go into the outsides of the city. The first bit inside the cities is more like a tutorial. I do not know why they had a tutorial plus the internal fight in the beginning of the game. The reason being is that's a tutorial as well. So you have 2 tutorials. One's with Eve in the military hangar, the flying base. And the other one's with Atom in the deserty starting area. Why they have 2 tutorials, I do not know. This game is very, very talkish. So if you're into the whole big story, you want to know stuff about the world, this could be one for you. Me personally, I'm not into this game. It's not because it's a bad game. It's because when I was younger, I used to play these kind of games all the time. So right now, I'm not into playing these games. I'm more into strategies at the moment. But this is still a really good game. I enjoyed it. It was only the fact that I was jumped multiple times, which kind of irked me a little bit. But it's kind of the fun part of the story is when you get beat down, then you come back and you beat the enemies. That's, well, That's kind of what playing the game is. The Hog Bunny, it just shows you some of the character designs they can go for. That's what makes this a good fantasy kind of world. The more weird stuff you got in it, the better. But yeah, this is a good game. First few hours that I played of it to test it. However, like I said, this is not the type of game that I'm into right now, and I'm not going to pretend I am into something that I'm not into. But yeah, if you want to go check this out, it's a free game on Epic. It's an old burger game. I like this. I would rate this 7 badgers out of 6 mashed potatoes. This has been Pulse Beetle. Keep the pulse. Have a good day.